So what's up, guys? I had a headache earlier. Anybody in my family know I've suffered from headaches since I was about 10 years old. And so I decided to, I guess, sneak off into one of the classrooms and lay down on the floor. And so the class that I decided to sneak off into was auditorium that wasn't being used. So I was laying on the floor here in the corner. And just to try and get a little bit of a nap, so to speak, I laid down probably about 20 minutes before somebody walked in. And one of my assignments is an observation assignment. And so with the observation assignment, we're supposed to observe at least 3 people on 3 separate occasions. And I've already observed a child, like a toddler, less than 2 years old, like probably around 12 months, something like that. Like baby was just, baby could walk. Baby was more than happy to wave at people and smile at people and things. So second person was a teenager. She was sitting with her legs crossed at the breakfast table, and she was on her phone, and she'd get up and go over to the other side of the table, talk to her friend, see what her friend was doing on her phone, go back, sit down, legs stretched out. So, and then the third person was actually the person in this room. He came in totally unaware, didn't check his surroundings, and I was up there in the top, in the corner, and he came in, and I guess they did a presentation in here because there were speakers and different equipment. And so he came in and unplugged the equipment and wrapped the cords and, yanked one of the cords out of the wall. Then he left back out with his head down, walking up the steps to get to the door. And there are 3 doors over here. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3. And so he walked back up the stairs to the middle door, walked out, and then went out and got a dolly, came back in and put the dolly on the outside of the door. And then he walked back in, walked back, climbed up on the stage, opened the door, pulled the dolly in, got himself adjusted, got all the equipment, put it on the dolly, and then he wrapped all the cards up, put them in a bag, put the bag on the dolly, realized that he had the bag in the wrong place, so he moved it, put it on top of the equipment, moved it from there. He tried to hang it on one of the arms of the dolly, and then it slid all the way down to the floor, so he picked it back up, readjusted it, put it on top of the equipment, walked over to the other side of the stage, grabbed the other speaker, brought it over, put it on the dolly as well, put it standing up, then decided to lay it down. And then he took the bag of cords and moved them, put them on the top of that, picked up his backpack, put his backpack back on, and then he opened the door, grabbed the handle on the dolly and rolled it on out of the auditorium. The entire time he didn't know that I was here in the room with him. Again, I was all the way at the top in the corner, just laying down, and I just happened to kind of look sideways. I just happened to look sideways as I was laying on the floor. I never adjusted myself, never moved. Only thing I adjusted was my head. And I saw all of his actions that he was doing. So now it's just a matter of me taking what I've observed, and this is for my movement class. So taking what I've observed on these 3 separate occasions and writing them down, putting thoughts to paper, writing them down, and and then also describing it not as someone would normally describe it. Like, we have to specifically describe what we've seen using the Laban exercise, Laban. So using the Laban movement exercise, there's certain terminology that needs to be used. And so not only do I have to write it out, but I also have to go back and figure out, okay, what Laban vocabulary, terminology, what movement is specific to each movement that each individual that I observed made. So I hope it ain't too time consuming, but it's three papers, two of them sitting down, one person up moving around, walking, I guess, or standing. So I had to go back and get the instructions and read the instructions, but I'll use those three as my observation exercise. And if I can go ahead and get all three of them done today, then I won't have to worry about that exercise for the next 3 weeks. It'll be done. So that's just a thought, capturing thoughts as they come to me, and to give you guys, material and content and the experience of what I'm experiencing here at Yale University, Yale summer session 2018. So that's all I got for you guys. I have a class to get to, my text analysis for actors. We are doing breaking down the script, The Crucible, and I've been assigned the character of John Proctor. So I've already done the given circumstances for him, for his character, and there's some questions that I have, but I'll ask the teacher, I'll ask the professor about that, and try and get more clarity on some things. But I'm almost caught up on my assignments, I should say, right? Not quite caught up. I spent some time in the library this morning, and so I was kind of getting mental fatigue reading so much, and I decided to come and try and take a nap, and I probably laid down for about 20 minutes or so, and didn't quite fall asleep, but I did allow my body to rest a little bit. So my mind isn't quite 100% recharged, but I'm better than where I was, say, 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago. So that's all I got for you guys today. See you soon. Peace.